I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I had just filmed this video. I literally just filmed it and I can't use any of it because my mic batteries died. So yeah, 15 minutes gone. So my hair looks bad because it's done sweated because I've talked about all these books. Makeup probably look great, and I'm very, very tired because I just filmed I just finished filming my third video. My mic did not work for any of it, so I'm having to refilm all of them. So today I'm showing you every single book that is on my shelf that I have yet to read. This is going to serve for many purposes. The first purpose, for me to read them. This is going to help motivate me, and you can help motivate me. It's going to be like a help each other type of thing. For the second purpose is I just want to show you books I have. There's about 50 plus books on my shelf that I've yet to read. That may be a lot to you, that may not be a lot to you. Me, that's a lot. I get very overwhelmed very easily, like ridiculously easy. Like I have anxiety problems, I'm not gonna lie to you. So the fact that I have like 50 plus books on my TBR shelf is stressing me out insanely. So my plan is for the next 3 months, that is June, July, and August, is to get this pile down to 20 books. I have about 54 in this pile, so my plan is to get it down to 20. So I'll try to read like 30 something books. I'm bad at math, you let me know what that is. So I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. I think it will happen if I'm honest with you, because summer months don't have a lot of new releases that I'm interested in. There's like maybe 2 or 3 every single month, but not nearly as much as spring releases or fall releases. So my plan is to hunker down this summer and just to read the majority of these, which is another good thing because over half of these are contemporary books. I stockpile contemporaries like nobody's business because I've said time and time again that contemporary books really get me out of a slump. So apparently I'm just like, buy them all and save them for a rainy day. Well folks, the rainy day is here. I need to read these books. So yeah, spoiler warning, a lot of these are contemporary books. I want to say probably 30 of them are contemporary books. Long intro. I'm just going to show you all of these books. I probably won't talk about them in detail because there's 50 plus books. So let's get into it. Send me all the good vibes to read these books, please. I'm not gonna lie to you either. The first time I filmed this, I had them all nice and categorized in different sections. Not anymore because they're everywhere and I'm filming this the second time. I have 2 My Tbr books, The Good Girl and Don't You Cry, psychological thrillers. Then I have Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay. This is kind of a reimagining of Jane Eyre where she's a serial killer, so I definitely need to read this. Garden of Small Beginnings by Abby Waxman. Totally a cover buy, but I've heard good things about it. You're the One That I Want by Giovanna Fletcher, a chick lit book. Chick lit, Miss You by Kate Oberlin. He Will Be My Ruin by Kate Tucker. This is kind of a new adult psychological thriller. Close Enough to Touch by Colleen Oakley, kind of another chick lit book. Another psychological thriller, The Hand That Feeds You by A.G. Rich. My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Frederick Bachman. Fireworks by Katie Cadono. Ooh, pronounced that wrong. Replica by Lauren Oliver. I'm really mad at this on my shelf because, number one, I interviewed Lauren Oliver about this book. She even signed it for me. I have yet to read it, and I interviewed about it. What a horrible person I need to read it. Kill the Boy Band by Goldie Moldavsky. What to Say Next by Julie Buxbaum. This comes out in July, so I plan to read it in July for sure. Some of these books I do have plans for. The Lovely Reckless by Cami Garcia. On the Fence by Casey West. Leave Me by Gail Foreman. Once and For All by Sarah Desson. This comes out very early June. This will definitely be read. Not even worried that this is on my TBR shelf because it's Sarah Desson. I love Sarah Desson. Rose Blood by A.G. Howard. Contemplating on this one because I haven't heard too many good things about it, honestly. Here's one you're going to be super mad at me for. The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. Haven't read it. Saving it for winter because it's a hunker, but yeah, I know. Get really mad at me. I'm mad at myself I haven't read this yet. I have 3 sequels on my shelf that I haven't read yet. Usually I'm very good with sequels. I'm very adamant on getting to them as soon as I can, like when the next one comes out. These apparently didn't get that memo. Wayfarer by Alexander Bracken. This is the second book of the Passenger Trilogy. Haven't read it because, number one, didn't really like Passenger. Haven't heard too many good things about this, so I'm afraid I'm going to read this and put it and get in a reading slump. But I have all these contemporaries to get me out of the slump, so I don't know. This one's still up in the air whether I'm going to read it or not. Wind Witch by Susan Dennard. I need to read this one. I don't know why I haven't read it yet. The Last Star by Rick Yancey. This one again, no. We're going to take this one off because I honestly don't have any plans to read this. Like, I don't even want to read this. I've tried to read it like 5 times. Let's not even count that one in case you're keeping count somehow. Another one that's up in the air is The Chemist by Stephanie Meyer. I've tried reading this, couldn't really get into it. Anything Goes for Today Will Be Different by Maria Semple. Tried reading this, couldn't really get into it. Sounds Like Me by Sarah Bareilles, super short. Why haven't I read this yet? I don't know, I have a problem. Sweet Spot by Amy Edinger. Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I know, I need to read this, I know. Side of Umberqueta by Becky Albertalli. Definitely reading this in June. Happening. Infall by Jennifer E. Smith. Oddman by J.C. Geiger. Viticus by Ryan Grandin. This one does not come out till September, so I probably won't read it until September if I'm honest with you. Birds in Deep Blue by Kath Crowley. This comes out in June. Plan to read this in June because it's super short and it's an arc, so I try to be somewhat decent about those. Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. This is a graphic novel. The Whole Thing Together by Ambra Shares. What I Do, A Photographer's Life of Love and War by Lindsay Adaro. Apparently this is going to be a movie with Jennifer Lawrence, so need to get on it. I'm Going by Yagassi. This is like a short story collection, I believe. Heard amazing things about this. Why have I not read this? Why? No Good Deed by Goldie Monavasky. Meet Me at the Cupcake Cafe by Jenny Colgan. So many contemporaries. Queens of Geek by Jen Wild. More contemporaries, don't worry. London Belongs to Me by Jacqueline Middleton. Britt Murray Was Here by Frederick Bachman. If you remember, I talked about this book, which is kind of a prequel to this book, so just some more books I need to read. Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. Neil Manson's Making Up Your Mind. This was impulse buy. Had to buy it. Why did I buy it immediately? I was like, I need to read this right now. Yeah, I've yet to read it. A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. Haven't read this yet because it's going to be a heart wrencher. Got to be in the mood for that. Tyranny of Petticoats by Jessica Spotswood. This is like a short story collection of historical women like kicking butt. I've already tapped it all, haven't read it yet because I'm horrible. Royce Rolls by Margaret Stoll. Everland and Upperland by Wendy Spinell. This is a reimagining of Peter Pan and a reimagining of Alice in Wonderland. Love reimaginings. Why? Is the question of the day apparently. Unwind by Neil Shusterman. Here's another one you're going to be mad at me for because I'm mad at myself. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. Haven't read this yet because this is the only Rainbow Rowell I haven't read yet, so it's like I kind of don't want to read it because then I'll be caught up on everything. Stupid reason. It's the reason I got though. Shuffle Repeat by Jen Klein. Takedown by Corey Wang. And The Female of the Species by Minnie McGinnis. And there you have it, folks. There is every single book that I own that is on my TBR pile. So yeah, it's a lot. I don't know what the final tally is. Let me know if you have counted how many. Seriously, I need to know. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Am I overwhelmed? Yes. Very much so, but I'm really hoping that these next 3 months I could take a lot of these out. I can, read them. So send me good vibes, send me all the well wishes, help me out. Apparently this is a plea for help. I need it. And yeah, also let me know if you have read any of these books. If you've read one of these books and loved it, let me know so you can help and it'll make me want to read it ASAP. Or if you've read any of these books and didn't like it, tell me so I don't have to waste my time on them. You know what I'm saying? Help me out with deciding what to read next and things like that. 52 books, stressing me out. Like I said, you may feel like this is a lot or not a lot. To me, this is a lot. Like just looking at all of them makes me want to crawl into a cave and cry, like a lot. So yeah, here's to hoping I accomplish this goal of getting this halfway down. I really, really hope I can. Like, really, really hope I can. If you liked watching this stressful video of me showing you all the books I haven't read yet, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Why not? Hit subscribe if you want to see more bookish videos from me every single week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.